The stranger who bought me bread. Sometimes, one small act of kindness can rewrite a person's whole story. You never know when you are someone's miracle. It was raining that evening. I sat outside a small shop, hungry, tired, and angry at life. I hadn't eaten since morning, and my stomach kept crying louder than the thunder above me. People walked past, pretending not to see me. Some looked at me and quickly turned away. I was just another face in a crowd, another story no one wanted to read. Then, a woman stopped. She was holding a big umbrella and wearing a simple yellow dress. She looked at me for a long time and asked, "Have you eaten?" I didn't answer. My pride was louder than my hunger. But she smiled gently and said, "Wait here." She went into the shop and came back with a loaf of bread, a bottle of water, and a little paper bag of fried fish. She handed them to me and said, "Eat well, okay? Tomorrow will be kinder." I didn't even get her name. I just whispered, "Thank you," as tears filled my eyes. She smiled again and walked away into the rain. That night, I ate slowly, crying with every bite. Not because of the food, but because for the first time in a long time, someone saw me. Years passed. Life changed. I worked hard, saved money, and finally opened my own small supermarket. Sometimes when I looked at people struggling outside, I remembered that night, the rain, the bread, and the kindness that gave me hope again. One morning, a woman walked into my shop. She looked weak and tired, wearing a faded yellow dress. She was checking prices carefully, trying to buy the cheapest things. When I saw her face, my heart stopped. It was her, the same woman who once gave me bread in the rain. I quietly filled a big bag with food and gave it to her. She looked shocked and said, "Oh no, I can't afford all this." I smiled and said, "Please, take it. You once fed me when I had nothing." Her eyes filled with tears. She covered her mouth and said softly, "You remembered." I nodded, holding back my tears. "How can I forget the day you taught me kindness?" I said. We both cried that day. Not because of the food, but because life had come full circle. Sometimes, the help you give today might return to you years later in a way you never expect. Be kind, not because people deserve it, but because you remember what it felt like to need it. The end.